Well, pilgrimage has become very popular and it is intriguing as well. What do we mean by pilgrimage? What's the experience of pilgrimage for people? And certainly, I think here we are on a quite well-known pilgrimage route. So we do find people walking this, and so not only where I am ministering here now, but also I'm a volunteer chaplain on the island of Bardsey and receive pilgrims there. I certainly think that there is something about the physicality of the experience that when we are mentally stuck with something, or maybe have just lost our way, or we've lost our energy with something, or we're feeling that we just can't move forward metaphorically, the physicality of being able to step forward is really important. And quite often I meet people on pilgrimage who are considering something about change, or they're coming out of a period of stuckness. So there is a physical thing. There's also a physical thing about walking alongside others. And I think that this is where the idea of chaplaincy is quite interesting, that we almost adopt as people who are holding this space. We might be organizing pilgrimages, or we might be the person who has responsibility of some kind. We do find ourselves, rather than teaching from the front, actually being shoulder to shoulder. And there are many people who don't have the confidence or the ability or the wish to walk into an organized service of religion, but they are prepared to walk. And part of that is that there is an alongsiding. I'm going to be heard. I'm going to be listened to. So there is a physicality about that, that it stops those of us who are trained in preaching, who actually do want to teach. It stops us because we have to listen, and so many people haven't had a chance to tell their story. They actually want to share something of themselves and explain where they're up to. And so the walking together, the deep attentiveness that you can have with one another. And so there is a physical and a metaphorical happening then, isn't there? Because somebody feels listened to, they feel then that actually I'm not just on a physical journey here, I'm on a journey of friendship, of being in community, a journey into a sense of trust. And we organise here a monthly contemplative walk called Worship in the Wild. And it has, without doubt, become a safe landing place for some folk. And they would say, I'm sure, that it's about journeying. So less about the destination rather than the journeying. And I think Thomas Merton, very famous, mystic and writer, he says that pilgrimage is a journey into the center of oneself. Getting to the heart of things, getting into the heart of oneself. and actually very, very gently encouraging those that we're walking with to get to the heart of the matter in that very non-threatening way. So pilgrimage, I think, is one of the ways in which people do find it very, very helpful to begin to understand what it is to be loved, accepted, heard, walked with. And it's a very easy, a very natural thing then to be able to very gently share faith, because of course we can then speak of the companionship of God, things like the seasons of life, and reflect, have a deep attentiveness really to one another and to what's around us. So yeah, pilgrimage is very, very much about a metaphorical and a physical journey.